Hi guys, welcome to freaking Jeep, and my name's John, and I'm wore out. Working on editing. Ain't going too good. The computer's so old, some of the stuff that Wyatt's working on doesn't work on that computer. So he's trying to download a software that he's familiar with. I guess everybody out there that edits most likely has a software that they prefer. I was trying to do it on iTunes. He's not used to an Apple, which is it's another big problem. It's kind of like me trying to edit. I mean, it's nothing against him. I don't know how to work a computer, and it's kind of funny. He got in one of the Jeeps back there, and he said, "Does it run?" I said, "It probably runs, but you probably can't start it." "You think you can start it?" "Oh yeah, I can start it." So he gets in and turns the key, nothing happens. I said, "You got to put your foot on the button." And he looked at me like I was in outer space. And so if you don't know what to do or don't know what to look for, so he would have never got the Jeep started, or maybe it'd take him 2 or 3 hours to get the Jeep started. I have no idea. He maybe thought the battery was dead, but the gauges popped up, so I don't know. Anyhow, after I told him about the foot pedal, it still took him a little while because it's way up there, and about kind of having your heel on the gas and your foot pushing the starter button and kind of working the choke. And it was like, "What's a choke?" I said, "Chokes, you got to pull to enrich in the carburetor." "Huh?" Well, that's how I am with the computer. When he says something to me about the computer, how this, and I'm going, "Huh?" I said, "Remember when you couldn't find the choke?" Anyhow, he's doing pretty good. But we're having a hard time getting it down. It took him quite a bit of time to get a couple videos downloaded, and so I didn't feel so bad. The other person that was helping me, I think he was a little bit more familiar with the Mac. So it's coming along. So I got a bunch of 5-minute, 10-minute videos. Today, the first 4 hours of the day was trying to get my wife's car air conditioning going. She's in the car all the time, and it's just beastly hot. We're going through this hot spell here, if you're not familiar with it. And so, checking it out, her brother came down and saw that it was, he said they leak here often, so we got the black light out, and we didn't put dye on it. He said that he's a pretty good mechanic, and or a real good mechanic, retired. We're all retarded or retired. I don't know which one. Maybe I'm both. But anyhow, he says, "Get a black light." Well, we had a black light, and it looked like the leak was on the high pressure side of the high pressure, I don't know what you call it, where you access to, I don't know. And so, I cleaned it all off with brake clean, and that stuff made it spotless, and cleaned it all up. And then I called up Jeffrey because I don't know that much about the air conditioners. I said, "Can I pour water down in there?" And he says, "Yeah." So I poured water down there, and you could see bloop, 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 bloop. So that's where the leak was. So to avoid having any problems, and the wife goes into town every day to exercise at the gym, I said, "Go by the Ford dealer," because there's a Ford dealer that she gets all of her work done there. And I said, "Tell the boy to go out there, tell the boy to come out and point to that and tell him you need the new Schrader valve for that." "Oh yeah, I know what it is." So we get the Schrader valve. And we had the Freon, so then we head off down to Jeff's today because she needs a car. So we go down to Jeff's. This is no lie. 4 road closing down programs. Our road was completely closed down. In fact, I haven't gone up to look at that mess. Our road was completely closed down. We're going down the road. Then they have the road 1 lane on 27, which is the main thing. We couldn't even turn. It was just, so we got through that first traffic jam, second traffic jam. We get a mile down the road, and there's another 1 lane thing, and get down another 2 miles, and there's another 1 lane thing. So we finally get to Jeff's. Get it out, and he says, "This doesn't look like the right thing." I said, "Well, I called him up this morning on the phone and said this thing doesn't look like the right thing, and they assured me that was the right thing." And so we looked at it, and sure enough, it wasn't the right thing. So we jump in the car, go up to the auto parts in town, through the roadblock, or the road, it wasn't road construction, they were trimming trees, and so they had half the road closed. So we go in there and get that, and the guy looks it all up. He gives us this package of parts that are supposed to be it. And there's one in there, a Schrader valve that's larger than all the rest. It was a package. Take it back down to Jeff's. Pull the Schrader valve out. Wrong thing. So we go back up the auto parts. Took the one out of the car, so at that point we had to evacuate the system, which I knew that was going to happen. So drive back up to town through the blockade, get the thing back through blockade, get it. We already have the one out, put it in, charge the system up, doesn't seem to be leaking, so she's on good. We came home 4 hours later. Wyatt was waiting for something to do because he didn't have much to do, and he kind of didn't have free run on the computer. He's a pretty good boy. He didn't touch it because I guess he didn't belong to it. Anyhow, so he got some of the leaves raked up that I wanted raked up, and we finished that up, and then got the air dogs in the attic, which that was a heck of a job. That was like running pavers. I got a whole truck full of pavers that got to come out. So it's just busy. And I'm wore out, and I got to get into on this thing here. I know I've showed it to you, so there's not much point in showing to you much more. But that's what I'm going to start working on. So we're working on the pavement, the thing, and I can't even talk. It's hot and I'm tired. So I got to put all this site stuff on. So the next time you see this, hopefully it won't look like this, and it might be running a little bit better. But I think I'm going to have to pull the carburetor off because I think it's got dirt or something in it, because it's not just running exactly the way it should. So I'll probably have to I might not have to take this shield off. We're just going to have to see. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next, till I get done with this, or till I get tired. So I don't know. I don't have any tools out here, so I have to go get tools, which would put you on the wait mode. So I'm just going to put you on. That's what I'm up to. Busy. And thanks for coming by, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Well, guys, we're getting a little further along. I got an array of tools out here. I don't know if you can see that. I guess you can see the array down here. I was hoping that I was be able to get in there and get some of that work done, because I want to pull the carburetor. But I can't get even the air cleaner off without taking this off. And this is here. So we'll do a few minutes of taking that off. I guess I should have loosened some of the bolts. Some of them aren't too tight. That looks like a 3/4. I did get some of the wrenches out, because it's smaller than that. Now we'll go 11/16. Yeah, that's what it is. That one probably somebody had off before. The other one's loose on the other side, and that looks like, I don't know what kind of hodgepodge that is. They got this, then a spacer, than that. That only looks like about 1/2 inch. Lucky guess there, guys. That's probably 1/2 inch too, and I probably only got 1/2 inch. Now I got 2 1/2 inch. I got long and a short. Let's see if we can't. Yeah, it's coming off. The other side isn't turning, so we might be. I don't know what we're doing. But I didn't want to mess with this gas line or take any of that apart, because I might have to raise this up to get this off. We're playing musical chairs here, aren't we? It's starting up. I wonder why they got that spacer in there. Must be some reason. I'll probably lose it. So I thought I'd bring you along, hoping that we figure out the editing thing a little bit. And ooh, that don't want to come off of there too well, does it? It's not threaded on there. There it comes. So now we got to go over the other side. I know probably need the 1/2 inch. And what was the other one? I think it was 11/16. I don't know what it was. Let me see. I can reach through here. It was that size. So we're going over the other side. And hopefully, I got a lot of stuff going on there. I have some other work that I want to do this. Where's it? Oh, this one here is not too bad right there. I guess you guys can see that. Probably not with me working it on it though. See if I can come in there and swing around. Hopefully, oh, this size, that size 9/16. You tricksters, you. And we'll bring 2 of them over there because I might not get as lucky as, there's a 9/16. There's a 9/16. But I might not be able to get this shade off. Or rain to turn, or who knows what. We're trying to make that gas line be a little more proper. Uh-oh. There was a little tension on that. I don't know if you guys heard that go boing when I got some of the pressure off of that. Probably lose that bolt down into somewhere Never Land. These are good little engines. This is what's on the wood splitter. That's kind of one of the reasons that I was favoring this machine here as opposed to a, well, I wasn't going to buy anything else. I wasn't really, I've been looking at these for a while, but they ain't cheap. That don't hammer. On hammer. I got to get to that bolt down there, and I don't think you guys are going to be able to be here for that. Maybe I can put you through here with the help of editing. Woo! Might be only, we are tangled up in about everything you can get tangled up in there. So, and that was this size here, but I think it's got to go up. Yeah, there we go. Not too bad there. Drop something. Should be getting a little loose. It is. I just didn't want to lose this screw up here to Never Land. Still thinking about it. There, we got it. And the old geezer got it. Now these got to come off 2 studs down there, like that. And then it's got to come off the thing up there on the other side that it don't want to come off of unless I go over there. The only way it's going to come off is if I go over to that other side. You didn't stay there long, did you? That's what I was trying to put the tripod legs through. Now you know why I was having a problem. We're fighting probably incompetence in assembly. I'm not sure. But this is too far. This was the 1/2 inch one. This is too far. Got the exhaust right here. There, that just loosened up something. That's not threaded though, I don't think. If that can get off of there, which it doesn't want to do, there it goes. Now maybe I can twirl this thing. I'm gonna go over the other side because it just seems like it wants to come off the other side easier. If I can't get that off, I'll have to raise the boom up. Guess we're raising the boom up, guys. Maybe this old beast will start. That's, oh, I took this plug wire off. That's got to go back on. Gas line is bonkers is beginning because it's caught on this. I don't know if you're seeing that. All these wrenches are going to vibrate right off. So I'll hide them over here. Kind of thought I should have raised it up to begin with. Let's see if we can get this thing started. It's got 2 ignition switches in it because it has start and stop from inside the cab here. So you got to turn that one on, turn this one on, pull the choke. rubbing a little bit. Alright, now I got to turn the ignition switch off up here for some reason. Now we can get that open. Oh, that was a lot easier. Now we get the air cleaner off. Now the next little things. I don't know if you recall, I just did this a while ago on the wood splitter motor, but that's going to be a lot easier to work on, so I think that was a wise thing to do. I'm just going to pull this plug wire off. I don't know how I can put a support in here to keep that from coming off. I don't think it's really, it's going to bleed down, I know that. Which if it bleeds down, by then I'll have it back together and be able to access that. So I'm just going to, I think we'll take this off here and dump it down that way. We're working on this side. But if I want to take the carburetor off, that won't be in the way. That's bent. I guess somebody bent that. Take these out, which those are the wrong screws. And there's supposed to be a screen down in here. So, let me see. What did I do with my other pile of parts? I had them here the other day. I might have... Nah, I know I didn't take them back. I put stuff everywhere, guys. Here we go. Maybe this carburetor will have the screen in there. There you go. See it? Pots department. You always got to have a pots department. That's so if you drop one of those screws, it doesn't go down into the intake. So I'm going to take that out of there and put that into over there. So we might just do that. That isn't too much hassle, I don't think. Of course, it isn't much of a screen. That's all it is. Then you won't lose the parts. Then when you take those 4 screws out of the top, if they happen to drop down in there, those are supposed to be bullnose screws. Somebody's had that out, and that's got that in there. So I feel a little more safe that if you loosen one of these, you won't drop it in there. So I'm going to put you on pause. What other parts do I want off this thing? This didn't... It might have had the bullnose screws in there. Yeah, there they are. Those are the proper screws. 1, 2. I didn't realize these got dirty in here. There's 2. We're 2 for 2. Maybe it only had 2 on that other carburetor. Daggone it. See, and they got that little star thing on there. I don't remember what these went to. 1, 2. Yeah, I do. 3, 4. Those went to this. If you remember, I changed those. But those are the little screws for the carburetor. I'd go through my parts department and also go back and look. I might have... I don't remember. It's been so long. Anyhow, I'll bring you back in a little ways. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of make this another little section. So I'll be back when I'm a little further along. We'll see you guys. Bye-bye. Here we are a little bit further. And I kind of lucked out. I'm going to take you all, make this into the selfie that I do from time to time. You saw me in the last little bit. I've got that screen off this other one. Well, three of these 4 bolts were wrong, or screws. This one was right. So then I was down to missing 3. But then one, I don't know if you can you see the hole in there where it goes through? Well, one of the ones that was missing was in that hole. So now I have 4 of those, so I'm pretty good. Now I'm getting ready to take the fuel lines off and start. I'm not going to pull the carburetor off until I have it running and I can pull these jets out and blow them out. I think it's got a little speck of dirt in it. I'd really like to pull the bowl off of it, but this thing's a bear to take off. I might do it. It's not that much of a bear. It's just kind of a, who knows. But I think it should be running a little bit better than it is. But who knows what kind of care it had on it. It's like me. If whoever had it was like me, I don't really take care of stuff real good, so I can't speak ill of others. I'm sure this is going to have some petroleum waste. But you didn't see that. I just put it on the concrete. It'll evaporate quick. Minor detail. All right, we got step one done. Now we'll break this here. That even looks bent. We got to take that nipple off down there. Let me get the wrenches that I had all over there handy to do the job that I needed to do in hand. I don't know what size they are. I'm guessing you guys are here. It's getting getting dark out. Dark 30. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, that got that loose. I don't know what size these are. That's why I brought a whole handful of wrenches out. Well, that one's good there. No good there. That's 3/4, so that's got to be 11/16. I know I had one of those. That's the one I took on the other side. Why didn't you guys remind me of that? Oh, I heard one of you saying something. Tools. All right. This was, now I don't even remember what size it was. We're on this up here, which I guess you guys are seeing. Yeah. And this here, that wasn't too hateful. Now, if this drops on the ground, I'll lose a tank full of good fuel. So I don't want to do that, but I don't know where to. I'll tuck it in right here. This looks like a good tuck it spot. This has to come off, which that is a mess. This comes off, but this nut here is solid. The only reason I know that is because I took one off the other one. Maybe it's in, oh man, oh here it is. I already cleaned it up. That's what kind of makes this special. That's a pretty important piece. So what that is this is a solid piece fixed to this, and this comes on, and this is that bolt there. So I got to take all this off, and then this will go through that way, but I don't want any of that on there. We're getting rid of all that. I hope, but I don't know exactly. That exhaust is still a little touchy. I need a pipe wrench to get that out. Boy, this looks like you couldn't have it more rusted than that. I should take this bracket off, but I don't know if there's bolts behind there, if they're fixed screws or bolts. I'll take one out. Well, it's almost got to come out of there. Well, let me wrestle a little bit. We'll wrestle first because I'm lazy. All right, that's got that. I don't know what size this is. Not that size. This size. That ain't never gonna work there. Hammer. You didn't want to be on the end of the thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, that rounded off there. That ain't gonna be pretty. So I guess I'll try for the bracket, and then put it in the vise, or machine cut it, or I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I didn't bring out the right size wrench, though. I know that. I thought I had every wrench. I thought I had every wrench in the world out here that I was gonna need. But that looks like a 7/16, and I could have sworn I had one. All right, guys, I'm going to put you on back burner. You'll be back. We'll be back in a little bit. We'll see you later now. Bye-bye. Hi, guys. I got that off. These were, they had nuts inside that wouldn't come loose, so it's all right. I came in and brought it in and put it in this big old mill vise, because if I put it in a regular vise, it would do all sorts of teeth marks on this stuff here, and I don't know what it's going to take to get it apart. So we're going to pull this side of it off because I don't need any of that. I think I'm going to pull it off. Actually, I already broke it loose. Ha ha ha! I knew it was going to come off without too big a catastrophe. I don't think I need that. It'll go in the brass parts department. I don't know what kind of sealant they put on this back 50 years ago. Actually, it really doesn't look like there is anything other than it's a tapered thing, so it might be there. So this is the next part that I get off, and I brought a pipe wrench. I don't know if I got room in here for this pipe wrench. It is kind of tight, real tight. I might get hurt on this one. I don't even know if I'm going yeah, I'm going in the right direction. Maybe I can bring it around here. I'd rather pull up on this side. That came loose from the something. Don't know what. Let's see if I can figure out what. No, I haven't figured out what yet. And somewhere this piece here is probably messed up anyhow, and I got the other one. But that's coming out of the. Actually, this other piece going down to the line is a hydraulic hose. This where it hooks up here. I gotta get a pair of pliers. Sorry about that, guys. Oh lordy! And I don't know, because this part, this is 1/8 inch pipe, and this is 1/8 inch pipe, but I don't know how they got it to go together here. It looks like it must be an 1/8 to 1/4 inch adapter. And this one does definitely got a ton of something on it. I also came in here because it's light. Yeah, there's a 1/8 to 1/4 inch adapter. So I still haven't achieved my goal. I got to get this off of here. Well, that should theoretically screw off of there. So if I put that in there, we'll put that in like that. I can't see if it's. I should probably, that's going to be really tough. I think I should put a six wall on that. Well, let me go get a 6-wall wrench. Use a little bit better wrenches in here. When I'm up close to the house, I use maybe higher quality. I might not have that big of 6-wall. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I got a 6-wall one that way. Now, you're probably going to watch me get hurt. That's better than level that up. Maybe I can tighten that. Boy, if this isn't some, I guess you guys are seeing that. If this isn't some goofiness here, I don't know what is. It's slipping. It's not. Something came loose. That should be 1/8 inch pipe. Doesn't look like it's hurt either. So that was 1/8 inch pipe to 1/4 inch adapter. I can leave that on there if I need that later. I can take this off of here now. Take that off of there. You can see that's quite a machine part there. 1/8 inch pipe, some kind of coarse thread, then this. So I have the other one cleaned up, so we're going to put that on. We need this bracket. So we're going to go out there and put that bracket back on. It's getting darker and darker out here. It's probably 8:30 or so. I don't know what time. So we're going to start by putting this bracket back on. And I think it went like that, but it really looks like it's twisted if you look at the oh, I can't think what I'm thinking of. The wood splitter one. I think the wood splitter one is straight, But I'm not going to crank on that until it's more in demand of being cranked. We'll put this one in. They should have put a slot in there so you could put it in there, but they don't. Oh, that little piece is very flexible, isn't it? What's it look like back there? Yeah, it looks like it could be scraped out a little bit. Let me go get a scraper, guys. Oh, where is a scraper? Here's a scraper that'll work. Oh, I think you guys are still zoomed in there, aren't you? I think you're, well, yeah, you're a little bit zoomed in. That's good. We'll put a little bit of Scrape-O-Matic on there. It doesn't need any of the extra. If I was feeling real froggy, I'd take it to a parts cleaner and clean it, but we don't want to get too carried away. It's got to prove itself first, right? Like the wood splitter. It's got to, this thing's got to up its game a little bit. That ain't too bad. Look at that, the original color. Somebody painted this butter. Somebody beefed this thing up for the sale. I don't know what that is down there. I'm going to find out what that is down there, which I don't know what is. I'll look at it real quick. It's a bunch of stuff that doesn't belong there. Bunch of stuff that I kind of didn't think that did. Yeah. Limbs from trimming trees forever. I think I'll go get a vacuum cleaner. There's just a ton of mung down there. That, while I'm in this position right now, I might just get it out. You know, nah, I'm gonna get a vacuum cleaner. See you guys a little later. Bye-bye.